So Atlanta Housewives or whatever. It's
Mm-mm.
just a lot. It's really, I don't know if it was just me, but I'm glad I slid the episode in today before we started because it's just a lot. I mean, them captions at the end.
Andy Cohen is so petty though. Like I don't, I would rather be Andy Cohen than work for him. But them captions at the end was ridiculous.
Especially Drew's.
I was about to say, especially Drew.
She gonna decorate her house and it's gonna be as nice as her marriage,
Her
her
marriage
some other stuff, and it's like that's shade because he about to put old boy on the
on
spot.
blast, yeah, on the reunion,
Hey, you see
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I
So
want to know how though, because you see, Latoya keeps saying, "Why? What was your husband doing in blah blah Tampa? I guess he went to Tampa for them 2 days or whatever." Like,
hmm.
you might as well say it right now if you was with a side bitch or not. But at this point, we want to know what was he doing? Shit.
Like I said, it's so much to unpack with this. The whole thing is starting like, and no, not towards Drew. Like if this was anybody, I would think the same thing, and I want to be clear with that. But she's getting all riled up about this prophet as if they had something going on. Because you talking about you messing with my family, honey? How? How is anyone? How is that your business?
I honestly feel like because I know the messiness that comes with Danny, I think Danny probably got in Drew's head and had Drew doing all of this because Danny probably liked Latoya. And when he found out that she was showing more interest to the prophet, he went to Drew and was saying all this shit because clearly everything that Drew says comes back from Danny. It's not, oh, the prophet told me this, blah, blah, blah. Even the recording that she so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my
That recording, oh my God.
yeah, the
What
recording was between Danny and the prophet. Like,
he said
and
absolutely nothing. So what was that shit about?
yeah, I mean, just like Candy said, and Candy was super messy this season. But like Candy said, if that man did start liking Latoya, and if it was true that Latoya broke up their engagement, it takes two. That's not Latoya's fault. That's his fault. So, bitch, what Latoya got to do with him blessing your child if he a hoe? If anything, you need to be happy that she revealed that shit for you so you know not to have this motherfucker blessing your kid. Like,
I mean, but
maybe they just needed a storyline because I don't understand why that's even relevant.
it's gotta be a storyline because if you think half these pastors, if not all of them, is out here hoeing, then you delusional. So
As
what
fuck.
are we talking about anyway?
No.
That nigga pray from you and stick it right down your throat.
And then ended up having her mama do the blessing anyway. Like, why your mama wasn't the first choice anyway?
She's staying there. She got to pay her dues somehow. Bless this baby shit. And then this is what. So I'm really conflicted about this because I don't really like to go in on people parenting. People have different dynamics and shit going on, and they live different lives. So you kind of got to be careful with that, being so critical. But I would be less than honest if I did not say her keep telling that boy, you're calling your old daddy. And then for her husband to say that, what the fuck you mean, old daddy? This is his daddy. Now, if you
His
want to,
daddy, yeah. Like, what's the difference? Old daddy, new daddy.
yeah, that sounds crazy. Now, if you want to say daddy and father, okay, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? But old daddy, new daddy, and then he going along with it. And see, I could be, here's the thing. And this is why consciously I will use myself as an example. When I was as I've been raising my son, and,
Jay.
yeah, and his
Mm-hmm.
dad is nowhere to be found, but on a record, okay, pay my motherfucking money to my son, because mind you, I don't take it. He has the car. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He been had that car since as long
Right.
as I've known, yeah.
So I don't be fucking with that. I don't care nothing about that. Whatever. But I've never sat up and had a harsh opinion about him or anything like that because I think children are intelligent enough. We dumb them down and don't give them credit, but they're intelligent enough to make their own assumptions about their parents.
Right.
I ain't
Especially when they old enough to see the shit for themselves.
Right. I ain't got to get in the way, but there's no reason for me to say anything. You gonna
Right.
fix. So I say that to say when kids act funny, like this little boy, and to me, regardless of what's going on, he's a kid. Like he was out
Right.
of, you know what I'm saying? His ass would have been in trouble. Now I understand we on camera. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not gonna hit you, but what I am gonna say is you better get this shit together, cause you know this is not how we interact with adults. You can't.
But in his defense, he don't know him. You know,
He,
that's just like you bringing London and BJ and Justin around some people they don't know. Them kids ain't about to be all up in their face trying to get in
oh, and
bugs.
I'm just in that, but be polite though. He wasn't really polite.
No, he wasn't polite, but at the end of the day, this again is a kid. He, what they say, 9 or 10. So it's like, even, I mean, we use ourselves as an example. I can take Madison to the mall right now and be like, don't ask me for shit. And she gonna still ask me for something because kids, that's just who the fuck they are. So now you done put this little boy, he probably was playing Fortnite, Roblox, or some bullshit that these kids do that we don't understand why they do. And once you take them out of their element, that's all kids. He want to hurry up and get the fuck on with this. What's up, my nigga? Is you about to come break this bread? You know, you want to dap this shit up. And it's like, to be honest, we can't fault the kid. Like you said, it's on the parent. He should have been more prepared. One, because that was a scene, y'all was on camera. But for two, this your daddy. But like you said, the way Drew talking to that motherfucker already, like he's slow. Old daddy, your old daddy. Like at this point, if you want to sugarcoat it, and that's the thing, like we want to water down shit so much that we expect for our kids then to be honest, like they juice. No, you done watered that shit down. You need to give that motherfucker that shit like fruit punch. Hey, your daddy was in jail. He out of jail now. He want to build this relationship with you as opposed to, oh, old daddy is coming into the picture now. So let's see what we're going to do. No, fuck all that. Fuck all that. You
He
know.
ain't daddy. He was locked up.
I know. And the fact of the matter is for one, Drew got a type because when they were sitting at that table, I almost couldn't tell them two men a fucking part. When I said, oh, Drew got a type, okay? Because they definitely look like brothers, cousins, or something.
What was really happening? That's what I'm saying. It was just so many levels. Then it's like, at this point, I love Kenya. She repping for Detroit. Kenya do be on some bullshit a lot of times, though. But I still like her. But I, you know what I'm saying? I'm grown enough to admit she be on some bullshit. You can't.
She do be on some bullshit, but you take Kenya's bullshit for what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's
yeah. It really just is what it is.
I am so fucking tired of her and Mark. Like, why would you block? Like, I'm trying to Kenya.
Her and Marlo, you said?
Mark. Kenya
Mark,
this must be part of the secure my peach for next year, because there's no way I would constantly be looking like a fool for Mark. Especially when he don't probably like women anyway.
She said he blocked me. Look, he's answering from Brooklyn's phone.
Brooklyn has a phone?
Baby. I mean, well, you know, Madison had her iPod when she was.
Brooklyn is she 1? Who the fuck is she?
I think Brooklyn is like 4.
But
3
the
or 4.
PC. Girl, okay.
Hey, honey. Once Madison got her device where she could communicate with her parent outside of using my phone, I was fine with that. Hell, my daughter started out with her iPod, touchscreen iPod, whatever the fuck that was. You know what? You got text message. Your daddy got an iPhone. Don't have him call my phone. You communicate with his ass right through your shit. And ever since then, Madison been communicating with her daddy right through her own shit. To the point where it stressed me out because they communicate. Now it'd be like shit where he should communicate with me. He goes through her like, okay, well, I'm still a parent, but you know, shit, is that how we gotta work? That's how we gotta work. Because don't have your stepmama and the rest of your siblings calling my phone trying to reach you. You got your own shit. And so if Brooklyn Daly got her own phone, then hell. It's just they co-parenting shit. Because I know my shit ghetto, but hell, it's working.